muscular, hasn't he? He's quite lean when he started, but he's a lot of gym work, a lot of hard work seemed to have given him those protection. Oh, animal! Six on the pad, sliding down the leg side from Mr. Bizzle, and animal hard, even with an injured finger, seemed to have timed it correctly. That was swinging down the leg side and merely flicked it, dismissed it. Blinded. One. Two. In fact, it's only one. Good work by Darren Sammy. He was turning and running with that shot, but Darren Sammy was quick to recover.
Yeah, they were looking for two, and I think they saw Darren Sammy, and that's why they thought they were going for a second run. But he did really well. Look at that. Slides, picks up. He's in this game. The skipper. Animal wanted. Tomo didn't. 26 for 1 after 2.
ভ্যাসলিন জেলি খুব সাধারণ কিছু, কিন্তু তৈরি করতে পারে অসাধারণ সব গল্প। কিভাবে জানতে হলে যোগ দিন আমার সাথে ভ্যাসলিন হিলিং প্রজেক্টে। শুষ্ক ত্বক বা ঠোঁট ফাটা আমাদের জন্য খুবই সাধারণ, কিন্তু সুবিধাবঞ্চিত মানুষের জন্য এমন সমস্যাই হতে পারে ভয়াবহ। তাই ভ্যাসলিন হিলিং প্রজেক্ট ওদের ত্বকের সুস্থতায় সাহায্য করবে। বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ভ্যাসলিন। এভাবেই তৈরি হবে সাধারণ জারের অসাধারণ সব গল্প।
চাইলেও লিখবেন, না চাইলেও লিখবেন, ম্যাটাডোর বলতেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লিখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট অ্যান্ড ফাস্ট।
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
What a view!
Nothing new. 10-এ 4
কি? তোর এই রিভিউ কতদিন চলবে?
যতদিন নেট থাকবে ততদিন।
99 টাকায় 3.5 জিবি ইন্টারনেট পেলে এমনই তো হবে, তাই না? এয়ারটেল।
He got an injury and he was struggling a little bit. Didn't make it to continue. Yeah, he's remember, under the new rules now, a substitute fielder can be a substitute wicketkeeper. He can come in there if the umpires allow. Now obviously the umpires have given the nod, but it's not a substitute, it's Zakir, who's one of the members of the 11, who has put on the gloves and the pads, and he is a regular wicketkeeper. In the under-19 World Cup in Bangladesh, he was the wicketkeeper, fantastic for the Rajshahi Kings. So with him donning the gloves,
Runs, only a single.
oh, have a look at that. Have a look at that. The Chittagong Vikings have forgotten about their team for a moment. They have their eyes focused only on the best commentator.
My, what a compliment, what a compliment. I think we are in top company. We are in serious company here. We are here with the best commentator the Chittagong crowd has ever seen.
Yeah, in Sylhet, they revere Atal Ali Khan. In Chaudhry, we need to get the Dhaka crowd to come up with their favourites now. Come on, Bangladesh.
We might have a surprise and it might be you in Dhaka. They might go for a complete neutral. Will that be a wide? Yes, it is. So we've got the voice of Bangladesh cricket. We've got the best ever commentator.
And the bowlers are getting distracted by all this. They're spraying it all over the place. Batsmen are hitting airy-fairy shots. I wonder if they were part of the jury that voted Shamim Chaudhary in.
Let's not talk about the jury involving Shamim Chaudhary. I mean, there's quite a jury involving him, I can tell you. Oh, what a punch! What a punch! He stood up and extended his arms. With the fielders inside the 30-yard circle, he just raced away. First pacing, lovely extension of the arms, and the end result, a boundary.
Only Shamim Chaudhary could have described that one better.
Asking the question, was it slipping down the leg side? Unless there was an inside edge. Let's see what the umpire says. Nothing, so it has to be the bat.
Good call. We were not sure, but another one of our legends in the box had spotted it from.
The voice of
That just confirms the. We have an injured batsman batting out there in Anamul Haq. We've had injury to Mushfiqur Rahim. We've had embarrassment to Shamim Chaudhary, who's now hiding at the back of the box. You know something? Atar Ali Khan, who's also sitting in the box, is a little upset because when we talked about the tone of Bangladesh cricket in Sylhet, he was sitting here in the focus, in the firing line of the commentary camera, but Shamim Chaudhary's got away because he's hiding at the back of the box.
why is he embarrassed?
We'll ask him when he comes on commentary next.
I can't see any reason for him to be embarrassed.
Have a look at Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Where did he bowl that from? So interesting. He likes to use that crease, and I reckon he bowled that from about 24 yards. And again. And again. Keep an eye on his front foot. He's using the depth of the entire pitch. Look at that.
He goes very wide of the crease. He needs to be careful that he doesn't cut the line with his back foot. That's what he'll have to be careful, going wide of the crease. A single. I think Somu Saka has struggled a lot. He's just not been fluent. He's attempted a few shots just like that and missed. But thankfully, things are happening at the other end, so they don't really feel the lack of runs and lack of urgency on the part of Sumusaka, because Anamul is going at a top speed, and Ronki, who got out, also got not much but got those runs quickly.
Shots of catch it. Finally he bowls it from 22 yards away. Thanks to that bright start, first from Ronki, couple of boundaries, then he got out, and Anamul's been keeping it going. Remind you of that injured fingers. Being handed over the gloves to Ronki. We have a new keeper for Rajshahi as well. That's big. That's huge from Somu Sarkar. There is a place that's going, and I'm going to put money on that being over 100 meters. That was really a massive stick. I've been good before, but this time I think it could be.
Will make it feel much better. A lot of fluency about the shot. Lovely follow through. In fact, it's 107 meters. Well done, Gautam. You got your measuring tape out. But that was a very fluent shot. Will make him feel very good. He's been scratching and struggling. Look at this. And look how far down he is. That six should rub off in the rest of the batting of Sumusaka. Will make him feel better.
Yep. The second time we are seeing the ice pack out. First it was for Anamul Haq Bijoy, who's now out there batting. And now it's Mushfiqur Rahim who's got his pinky inside, getting some healing done. In the air over extra cover, he's going to get caught. Puja is flying here. The Chittagong Vikings are flying. 48 for 1.
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটাকারী ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই টেনশন। রবি।
প্রতি বছর দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে। সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে, যার ইজি গ্রিপ, ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয় আসল মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা। মোবিল, চালু থাক আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা।
যখন আপনার সাথে আছে হিরো i3s প্রযুক্তি, তখন সাশ্রয় হবে জ্বালানি আর সঞ্চয় হবে টাকা। এটি স্মার্ট, এটি i3s।
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটাকারী ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই টেনশন। রবি।
The start that they've put on. The first side of Usama Mir. Come on from the shot. Leg break bowler, really keen to watch him. 37 wickets in his 20 over career. Need to somehow put the brakes on. Good afternoon, Shamim Chaudhary.
Good afternoon, Gautam Vimani. What a surprise to see you here, almost a wicket. Very first ball and that of a full toss too. Well, he didn't have to do very much, didn't have to bowl any of the different varieties he might come up with. Just the simple, straightforward full toss and he came down the line. Very fortunate. Missed by the keeper.
Remember, substitute keeper, yes, I know he's regular, but he hasn't been donning the gloves for the Rajshahi Kings, and that could easily have been a wicket of his very first ball in BPL.
Yeah, wouldn't have been marvellous. You could got it, and Shomo Sharkar.
Now have a look at that. Isn't that wonderful? We showed you earlier, and I'm delighted to be in the presence of the best commentator Chittagong has ever seen. Thank you, Chittagong. Much against the wishes of my co-commentator, we had to bring that up.
I don't know what you guys are trying to do. I hope you didn't set it up, Gautam. Very embarrassing. But this guy will be happy. 49 for 1. Just clipped it away. Go through quickly for a single. Just missed. 50 has come up with that single. They're going at quite a rate of knots, aren't they? 11.11 at the moment. And that should be, as long as they hang on to the wickets, it should be ample opportunity to overtake that rather, well, disappointing total, if I can call it. Dug out well for a single.
Keep a close eye on Usama Mir. It's a really, really unique bowling action. We've had a few leg spinners in this tournament, Rashid Khan obviously being the most prominent of them. We'll have a look at his action closely. Trying to very busy action.
I'm just trying to find some words to actually describe it. Very unusual, to say the least. Look at it. All over the way, the two hands come around, little swing like a dance move.
A good classical dance move, I think, is the one that would sum it up nicely, but a good first over in the BPL from Usama Mir. 5 overs, 51 for 1.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
যা দেয় ফুল
ভ্যাকুয়াম ইভাপোরেশন পদ্ধতিতে পরিশোধিত মোল্লা সুপার সল্ট, যাতে কোনো ক্ষতিকারক কেমিক্যাল থাকে না।
নে তুইও নে।
মোল্লা সুপার সল্ট, যে লবণে মাথা খোলে।
Just 10 overs in every single game they've played. They had troubles in the second 10 to start with. They fixed that. Still ended up on the losing side. They'd really like to rectify that, because they're still in with a mathematical shot of making the playoffs.
Yes, indeed, just can't give up hope, particularly this match so crucial. The last game at home, they want to finish it with a flurry, just ensure that the supporters who have come here in numbers over the last few days don't go home disappointed. Look forward to them performing better once they move to Dhaka for the last leg of this edition of the BPL.
Could that be another Tomo Sarkar goes, and
been the problem with him. He gets stars and he throws it away. Just got the thick outside part of the bat, slicing it, judging it to a nicety. Is James Franklin keeping his eyes on the ball and cupping his hands over. Simple catch to take, but Chomo Sarkar, well, he's got a lot of work to do. 13 is what he got, 51 for 2, Chittagong.
মালাই চাচারা জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমার তো লেবুগুলো কোনো 4 ফুটা, সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন, কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয়
Him do in the past.
he's going into Dhaka for the final leg.
Down the wicket. Now he's trying to take the attack to the bowler. Oh dear. They're all waiting and looking at the umpire. And in the meantime, just a little opportunity and they just pounce on that one. Intelligent from the two batters.
Yeah, I reckon they both spotted it at the last moment. For some reason Mustafizur was very keen on the appeal. He forgot about the ball for a moment. Need to have game awareness.
Just what would be the chances of 4 persons working together? We'll see. And missing each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each other. Well done. Flashed it away, upish. But that stopped. Well, could have just gone on to the boundary if he didn't get a bit of hand to that one.
Well spotted there. It was like synchronized fielding. Talk about Usama Amir's action being like a classical dance move. We're now seeing some synchronized fielding, but that was some very good synchronized catching from James Franklin. So often in the sun. Not quite setting yet, but starting to go low. Can get away from you.
Good over, beats the bat again with the last ball of the power play. It's 53 for 2.
Ultimentos orange কিনলে 1 স্পিন টস ফ্রি। হাউ মেন্টস গ্রাউ স্পিন টস।
বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র ইলেকট্রিক আর্ক ফার্নেসে পরিশোধনের পর তৈরি হয় ভূমিকম্প সহনীয় স্টিল AKS।
গট ইট।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
ইন্টারভিউজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো।
The wicket, darting down the wicket rather. Sent back wisely by his partner. Looks to be a little edgy at the moment. Kian Fasail, to pronounce that name in the proper manner. the South African way of pronouncing it. You do it pretty well.
The Afrikaans way. Stjan van Sail.
Go, boy!
Love that little Afrikaans twang.
Gets onto that very nicely, but does not put it away past the fielder. The Vikings dragon wheel during the power plays. Look at it, just one straight six, one down back of the square. Little tuck away, a little bit of an adjustment. The runs not coming. They've managed to check the flow of runs. You're mentioning they're 20 ahead, a few overs back. Now it's pretty much even Stevens.
Yeah, there it is. That one big six on the leg side was hit by Anamul. That lovely flick. And the straight, massive 107-meter six hit by Shomu Sarkar. Otherwise, towards the latter half of the power play, Rajshahi Kings have slowed things down a little bit.
Oh, just stood it down. Tried to chop it. I don't know what kind of shot that was attempted. Just no foot movement at all. Fortunate not to get an edge.
Sarkar is meant to be a regular keeper, but I think he's just a little bit rusty at the moment. Hasn't been obviously warming up with the gloves. Good Sam Amir, just the 3, 7 overs, 56 for 2.
তুমি কখনোই সবকিছুতে এক্সপার্ট হতে পারবে না, এটা তো সবাই জানে, রাইট? তাহলে তোমার শ্যাম্পু তা দিয়ে কিভাবে ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর হবে? নেভার। ফাইনালি পেয়েছি ভরসা করার মতো একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট 10 যুক্ত, যা দেয় জিরো ড্যান্ড্রাফ, নন স্টপ। তাই যখন চাই জিরো ড্যান্ড্রাফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার, ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
Yonder is now data free.
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
What a view!
Nothing new. 10-এ 4
কি? তোর এই রিভিউ কতদিন চলবে?
যতদিন নেট থাকবে ততদিন।
99 টাকায় 3.5 জিবি ইন্টারনেট পেলে এমনই তো হবে, তাই না? এয়ারটেল।
Trying everything, left arm, medium fast bowler. Always good to keep an eye on the talent coming out of Bangladesh. Just in this edition of the BPL, so many young talented players on show. Really gives a headache to the current bunch of selectors, and that's the way it should be. More that's coming out, more choices you have, great future for Bangladesh cricket.
Well, that's a good start for him. Just touch short, but I don't think he's going to mind that much. It's fine, the perfect width. And you're playing in your first T20 match, you'd feel that there'd be some butterflies in your stomach. Just 19 years old and playing in the under-19 team in Malaysia a couple of weeks ago. So he's not been out of the game. He will feel that he's got a rhythm and he wants to continue it into this game, but always first timers, the debuts, always something cricketers in particulars do worry about. That's deviating down the leg side. That's going to be signalled a wide.
And let's find out what Pia has for us.
আমার সাথে চিটাগং ভাইকিংস এর খুবই সুন্দরী অনেক ফ্যানরা রয়েছে যারা চিটাগং ভাইকিংস কে প্রতিনিয়ত চিয়ার আপ করে যাচ্ছে। এখন পর্যন্ত আমরা যে অবস্থা দেখছি চিটাগং ভাইকিংস হয়তোবা সেরা 4 জনে কোয়ালিফাই নাও করতে পারে, তারপরেও আপনাকে যদি বলা হয় আপনি চিটাগং ভাইকিংস আপনার টিমকে কিভাবে আপনি চিয়ার আপ করবেন, কিভাবে করবেন? আমরা অবশ্যই চিটাগং ভাইকিংসের সাথে আছি এবং থাকবো। আজকে না জিতলে তো কোনো সমস্যা নেই, আমরা যখন আছি অবশ্যই চিটাগং ভাইকিংসের সাথেই থেকে যাব। না জিতলে সমস্যা নেই, আমরা চাই যে থাকুক, খেলুক এবং ভালোভাবে খেলে থাকুক, যতটা খেলা আছে যেন ভালোভাবে খেলে। আমরা অবশ্যই চিয়ার আপ করবো চিটাগং ভাইকিংসকে। বেস্ট অফ লাক। দেখতে পাচ্ছি 99 রানস লাগবে চিটাগং ভাইকিংসের এখন আউট অফ 76 বল। কি মনে হচ্ছে আজকে প্রথম ম্যাচ জিতেছে, লাস্ট ম্যাচ কি চিটাগং এর মাটিতে চিটাগং জিততে পারবে?
অবশ্যই চিটাগং এর মাটিতে চিটাগং জিততে পারবে। অ্যাটলিস্ট আমরা এখানে যতক্ষণ ফ্যান্সরা বসে আছি চিটাগং ভাইকিংস এর জন্যই বসে আছি আমরা এখানে, এন্ড চিটাগং ভাইকিংস অবশ্যই এখান থেকে জিতে যাবে। এন্ড অনেক বেশি অনেক চিয়ার আপ করতে থাকবো এবং ইনশাআল্লাহ উই উইল রক।
সো চিটাগং ভাইকিংস চিয়ার আপ করার জন্য চিটাগং ভাইকিংস এর সব ফ্যানরা এখানে আছে। চিটাগং ভাইকিংস এর জন্য অনেক অনেক শুভকামনা। আর এখন ফিরে যাব কমেন্ট্রিতে।
Well, you've got some staunch supporters of the Chittagong Vikings there. Never say die is the attitude, and that's the way it should be, particularly in the last match in this Chittagong leg of for the AKs. We feel that give bring back the smile on the faces of their supporters. Oh, did he get a bit of glove on that? He has, I think. That's the first wicket in his T20 career for Kaziani. Brilliantly done.
And in his very first over, how about that? Onik gets a wicket off his very first over in T20 cricket. And Anamol Haq Bijoy was in a started off in blazing fashion, slowed down a little bit, 23 of 20, 60 for 3.
ভাই তুমি চা বানাই দিলা? এক কাপ চাই যদি বানাই।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি, আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।